nautical miles. And 380 miles. The other issue with this is something about the EEZ, which is the Economic Exclusive Zone. Okay? So Somalia, if you were to draw a line of sea around Somalia, with about 200 miles around it, so we'll just take the sea, and then we were to do this, sort of following this as an example of 200 nautical miles, it would fit in something called the EEZ, which is the Economic Exclusive Zone. What that means is that Somalia has access to fishing within 200 nautical miles of its mainland. Now, if we look at that, it does mean that Socotra actually fits within the Economic Exclusive Zone, but it doesn't fit within Yemen's. Okay, so that's another reason why they want to do that. Talking about sort of disputed islands as well, the reason why Argentina wants to claim the Falkland Islands and make the Falkland Islands part of their EEZ, their Economic Exclusive Zone, is because there's a lot of oil in the region. You have access to the sea, you have access to the oil, and you have access to the fishing of around the island. So Somalia is trying to say that it's part of their Economic Exclusive Zone, but if it is part of their economic zone, what can they do? What do you think they can do with Socotra?
Can they expand their zone?
They can expand their zone. They can expand their zone to include Socotra as part of their land, which means they'd have more access to fishing, more access to oil if there was ever oil found in the region. Yeah, sorry.
You haven't answered.
Oh no, wait. Does anyone have any questions? On anything? So what it is, when the people from Somalia were given that land, they were governed under the national government. But now over the years it's changed, so they're self-governed. I think it's called the Socotra government.
So Socotra is not part of now, it's its own country.
Yeah, so it's like an independent state. So if you take like Somaliland, it's governed by itself. But the whole argument is not who it belongs to now, but it's more of who, like, you know, where it came from, the origin behind the island. Not who it belongs to now, because obviously now it's its own country, it's governed by itself. So the people, I spoke before about that, the people that live there are a mixture of Somali and Arabic. So, the next one. So talking about, yeah, so talking about tourism in Socotra, you've seen the pictures, it's like really beautiful and it looks really unrealistic. The trees, like they've never been seen before, and it's one of the, I think, 4 or 5 like, you know, unique islands, so including the Lapidus Island. So this is one of them, and also sorry.
Another reason why it's quite touristic is that a lot of the animals that live there, they aren't anywhere else. So, for example, 90% of the reptile species only live there. Same with 95% of the snail species. So people feel like it's quite unique animals and they feel like they want to go and see it there.
And yeah, the vegetation in general is just not seen anywhere else in the world.
Next. It didn't come up.
I don't think they did.
It just came up in the last slide, actually.
United Nations.
Yeah, UNESCO, United Nations. It's part of the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. And they claim it as a World Heritage Site due to just the biodiversity in the area. So because the fact that this vegetation isn't seen anywhere else, and the different species as well that live there was claimed and protected under UNESCO.
So is there any other questions?
Do you know if the people in like Socotra want to go to Somalia or like Yemen? What do you mean? Like they want to leave Socotra?
They can be.
No, I mean like as in would they rather be with Somalia?
The thing is,
Or independent?
they're independent right now. So the people rather be independent because the whole thing is like there's a dispute who they belong to and it causes problems for them. Whereas it's basically, I would say, it's a mixture of both. Because the people were exiled from Yemen, they came to Somalia, and then after a while, people grew up in Somalia and then they were given that piece of land. So they're self-governed right now because they have a Socotra government.
So,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yes.
Because there's such diverse wildlife and vegetation that is very rare and only specific to Socotra, are there any issues with poaching or illegal wildlife trade that goes on between inside Socotra? No? I don't know.
I'm not quite sure, but they'd probably be really like, because you see the vegetation, how we said it's not seen anywhere else. They may have problems on like how to sustain it or whatnot.
With the number of boats that can go around the island as well, and the amount of people on those boats. So if the boat holds more than a certain amount of people, they're not allowed on the island whatsoever. Yeah?
And they raise the prices to go there, so less people will want to actually be able to go.
That's what the Galapagos Islands do as well.
And how did you get, sorry, Nicola, how did you get there?
How'd you get there?
Yeah, how would you get there? Do you have an airport?
Yeah, I think they do. I'm not 100% sure, but it says that there's like a flight every 2 weeks or something. It's not, so from my experience when I went to Somalia, it's not a thing where there's planes that will go there all the time. It's like every once a week or every twice a week or even every month because not a lot of people go there.
That's the thing in the natural disasters. That's the thing in the natural disasters.
How long has the conflict been going on? Still the same because they haven't really found evidence who it belongs to. Yemen claims they have documents, Somalia they have documents. There's like geographical evidence.
Has there been any reports of racism?
I don't think so because the people, it's like mainly all the people that live there are from the same background.
As in tourists?
No, not with the tourists though.
I don't think so. Because the people that usually go there are like,
I mean, there would. I didn't go. We did. There wouldn't be much. There wouldn't be many cases of racism, basically, because they really want the incomes. Yeah. So the islanders will probably be very welcoming at this moment to tourism. If mass tourism starts occurring, then you're going to have different players involved, and there'll probably be some sort of conflict where the many people would start realizing these people are leaving trash all over the ground, they're eroding our footpaths, etc., etc. Yeah, they're destroying our environment, our biodiversity. This moment it's okay. Do you want to talk about that?
yeah. So Kadibna asked that if you did a video about Socotra, if you think this is really helpful,
Everyone?
thank you guys.
Well done.